And they're ready and they're off and running. Came out in a good line. Loose Truth on the inside. Built him. Evans Advantage of the first to leave the gate from Covered Cross. Our Grades. Further out Brooksun. And on the outside of it, Alpha Amati, and last of all, Piggery Hill. They've gone to the first. Here's the second now. And Evans Advantage out wide and Built him have the lead. A length and a half to Loose Truth from Covered Cross and Brooksun up on the outside. Our Grades 2 lengths off back to the fence from Alpha Amati outside into length and a half to Piggery Hill. In search of the third flight down the back on the first round, and the leader has Built him. Just an even pace at the 1,000 the first time, although on the outside, Evans Advantage has gone up now to put his head in front. And here's this flight down the back at the 1,000-metre mark, and Evans Advantage on the outside jumped it well. Got over 2 lengths in front of Built him, a length and a half further back. Loose Truth around at Brooksun now went up third. Loose Truth is fourth, one then to Covered Cross, a length and a half Our Grades. 2 lengths to Piggery Hill. Alpha Amati last of all. Up to the top circle on the first round, 2 flights down the side, and Evans Advantage is striding clear now. Moved out about 3.5 lengths in front. Second placing on the outside, Brooksun. Built him as a neck away third. The fence 2.5 further back is Loose Truth. Covered Cross comes to the outside of it fifth. 2 lengths to then on the inside is Our Grades. Piggery Hill outside it, and 3 lengths Alpha Amati last of all. Pretty good even pace set up in front with about 2,000 to go. And they've gone over 5, coming around the top turn at the 2,000, and Evans Advantage out about 4 lengths in front, about 4.5 in front now from Brooksun. A length then to Covered Cross, 2.5 further back Built him. Little wide Piggery Hill around Loose Truth, a length Our Grades, and 2 to Alpha Amati. Here's the one in front of the stands down at the 150-metre mark. Evans Advantage clipped over the top of it, but jumped it well. And he's a good 5 lengths in front with a lap to go now down at the judge. Second is Brooksun, a length and a half Covered Cross, 2 to Piggery Hill, 2 further back Built him. Loose Truth outside it, a length and a half to Our Grades, about 12 off the lead, and 2 lengths to Alpha Amati. Heading down towards the 1,600-metre mark. They've gone their circuit now. They'll face 2 more flights, and the leader still Evans Advantage, about 4.5 to 5 in front from Brooksun. 2 to Covered Cross, 2.5 further back Piggery Hill. Racing a little wide on the outside of it, then Loose Truth, a length and a half Built him. Our Grades taken out deep as they went over the first of those 2, and 2 lengths last of all Alpha Amati completing the double. Evans Advantage stood off and jumped a little awkwardly, but about 4 lengths Covered Cross. And then on the outside of it, further back Brooksun. Piggery Hill fourth, outside it Loose Truth, about 4 lengths to Built him. A length and a half to Our Grades, about 12 off the lead, and 3 lengths Alpha Amati. Down the back, 9.50 out. Evans Advantage still about 4 in front of Covered Cross. Then Piggery Hill to third on the inside of Brooksun as they go over that one. This leader giving them something to chase. A length and a half further back Loose Truth. 4 lengths further back. Our Grades having trouble getting past Built him, and 5 lengths last of all Alpha Amati. 3 flights out up the side, 7.50 out. Evans Advantage has had the running most of the way. 3.5 in front of Covered Cross after him. 2 lengths further back the outside, Loose Truth to third. As they go over the third last, a length and a half, Piggery Hill got into it. 4 lengths to Our Grades. You don't want to be on him. Built him's gone past him, and Brooksun lost some ground. Over the second last, Evans Advantage got over it 3 lengths in front of Covered Cross. 4 lengths Loose Truth, and then Piggery Hill a struggling fourth, and forget the others Built him, and then Our Grades. But Evans Advantage has made all the running and turns for home. 4.5 in front of Covered Cross. 4 lengths further back is Loose Truth, followed by Piggery Hill. 1 flight out, and it's all Evans Advantage. He's given a good display in front. He's got 1 to get over. Half the baton is knocked down, and he stands back at the last. Here he comes to it. Over it safely. He's home. He's 6 in front of Covered Cross and 5 further back Loose Truth, but that's the way they'll go to the line. Evans Advantage down to the line. An easy winner. Wins it about 8 or 9 lengths to Covered Cross, about 5 or 6 then to Loose Truth. A gap to Built him from Piggery Hill. Then Alpha Amati. A poor run as Our Grades from Brooksun last of all. Dashing display out in front by Evans Advantage, number 8. Number 8, Evans Advantage, took up the running on the first turn, gave them something to chase. He's bowled it in from Covered Cross. Attendant with it, gate 1. Signal they're racing. A little bit slow to get going was Nobody. Rory's Tycoon bounced quickly with Larev and Feel the Noise further out. Blueberry's Jester's going forward just off them, followed further back by Hula V. Driving up on the inside, Rory's Tycoon had the lead, about a head in front of Feel the Noise. 2.5 further back. Blueberry's Jest third. Fourth is Hula V. 1 Larev. A length then Titanic Rose. A length and a half further back in the race then came Crying Out Loud, and 2 to Nobody. Coming through the gap now, and it's on the inside, Rory's Tycoon. Feel the Noise on the outside, putting pressure on it now. 3 lengths further back, Bouverie Jess. 2 further back in the race then. Titanic Rose, Hula V, La Revan, well back before the turn. Crying out loud and nobody. Struggling Rory's Tycoon, hitting the front comfortably now. Feel the noise. After it, Bouverie's Jess on the outside. They got away from Titanic Rose in the straight. Feel the noise on the inside over a length in front of Bouverie's Jess, trying to pick it up, and then Titanic Rose. Feel the noise, finding a bit for young Patterson in front, and Feel the Noise gets home, wins it a length on the line to Bouverie's Jess, a length and a half Titanic Rose. Crying Out Loud made ground for 4th, then La Rev, a gap in the race further back, Hula V, then Nobody, and last of all is Rory's Tycoon. Feel the Noise, good win. Number 2, Feel the Noise. Obstinate at the moment. Just away from the line. Serious Drink carrying the all-white colours today. Blab drawn in with Ballistic Miss, Momentary Madness and Steal My Love. Showtime Less out there in stall number 6. Now, Best Intentions is turning her around and putting a rump to the gates. Got a back leg splayed at the moment, so she's not terribly cooperative. The other fillies stand to attention. She wheels around this time. Tenants have got her on the move, Best Intentions. She's cooperating. Up she goes, and she goes in. Set to run. Line good, race 3. Light on. Set. Signal. Starter holds them. Racing. Serious Drink on the inside, beaten out by Ballistic Miss and Blab in the early point. Further out is Steal My Love. And from the outside, Zalium is starting to whip right across the field and take it up in the early point. Zalium got the lead now from Blab and Serious Drink, and further out, Momentary Madness. Further back was Steal My Love and Secret Agenda out wide from Ballistic Miss, Showtime Lass. In on the fence, Best Intentions from Stark Player. Then came St John and 2 lengths Chicky last of all. Into the back they raced. Zalium led about a neck now. On the outside, Momentary Madness. Secret Agenda wide, 3rd on the outside of Serious Drink. Back in the middle, 5th is Blab, a length in Best Intention, Steal My Love. Ballistic Miss the middle, a length and a half, Stark Player. Showtime Lass is back on the inside of it, going along the back, and 2 lengths further back in the race then came St John and Chicky back on the inside. 800 metres to go. Zalium a length, Momentary Madness, a length then Secret Agenda. Serious Drink in the white colours, 4th, a length then Blab. Steal My Love out deep, Best Intentions a fence, 1 further back, Ballistic Miss. Stark Player to the outside from Showtime Lass. Well back was Chicky. Outside at St John. Coming along towards the 550 metre mark. Momentary Madness putting pressure on the leader. Zalium a half length further back than Secret Agenda. Blab lost ground. Stark Player around it. Serious Drink is getting out, and further back Best Intentions. Showtime Lass with nowhere to go, but Momentary Madness took the lead. A half Secret Agenda after it, followed by Blab, and Chicky out wide, winding up, followed by Showtime Lass. Chicky from last has swept down the outside and hit the front. Showtime Lass getting clear with Serious Drink, then Blab and Ballistic Miss. Chicky in front. Showtime Lass going after it. They hit it. Well, Showtime Lass has put the dive in it. Chicky right on the line. Nothing in it. 3rd either Serious Drink, Blab, or wider out Ballistic Miss. Then Secret Agenda. Further back in the race then Steal My Love, Best Intentions. Behind those is Zalium, Momentary Madness, St John, and Stark Player pulled up near the tail. Well, this is a good go. Showtime Lass has dived back in the centre to Chicky. Showtime Lass gets it, number 5. Gets the bob on the line from 4, Chicky. Lights are blinking on top of the gates. Baltic and Brett has gone up. And over there at the 1200, they're set to go. Stalls back racing. Left the gate in a pretty good line. Imposing Taste had no speed. Surfboard, one of the first out. Zero Drama getting up inside it. Zero Drama led from Surfboard, followed by Sir Spur. Further back in the race is Bolting and Brett around the outside, starting to pick up some ground around Canavan. Then off to see a length further back, Severance. Further back, Sparring Partner, deeper length, then Piaget. 4 lengths, Imposing Taste last of all. At the 800 metre turn now, the leader on the inside, Zero Drama. 3/4 Surfboard, 3 further back, Bolting and Brett to 3rd. Sir Spur 4th, a length into off to see 5th. Then Canavan, well back was Piaget, inside Severance. Sparring Partner wide as the rain tumbles down, and 8 lengths last last of all, Imposing Taste, but the leaders have cleared out. 400 to go. Zero Drama, three-quarters Surfboard starting to close. 5 further back off to see the third running on. Then came Baltic and Bread Piaget, sparring partner Sir Spur. Surfboard's got up to Zero Drama turning. Surfboard put its head in front of Zero Drama. 3 further back off to see. Surfboard ahead in front. Zero Drama fighting back. Off to see is making late ground. Surfboard in front of Zero Drama. Off to see is lunging late. Surfboard, I'd say Surfboard just on the line from either Zero Drama and off to see in a good finish. A long gap then to sparring partner Piaget. Severance Kenavan further back in the race, Sir Spur. Then came Baltic and Bread, and Imposing Taste has chased all the way last of all. Judge calling for the photo race for today. It's a photo to race number 4. All set to go, and they're off and running now in the 5th for the day. One that missed the start pretty badly. St Christoph about 3 or 4 lengths, and Prince Variety's out quickly. Ted's Jester getting up on the inside with Vain Tycoon. 2 for the back, Raffin Times, Born Brave. A length, Corvain and 2 to St Christoph. Slow to move from the gate still last. Coming up with about 600 to go. Vain Tycoon 3 deep, Prince Variety's the middle. Ted's Jester back on the fence, 3 lengths into Corvain up to 4th. Outside at Born Brave. St Christoph is making some ground, but 6 off them. And last of all, Raffin Times, 400 to go. Vain Tycoon, Prince Varieties and Ted's Jester. A length and a half, Corvain running on very well now. Born Brave out deep, and St Christoph has picked up ground but needs an out. On the turn, Prince Varieties, Ted's Jester. Corvain went for the run, so did St Christoph. There's no room for it yet. Now it's barging through, and Born Brave down the outside. Corvain gets clear, hits the front from St Christoph. Born Brave out deep, but Corvain got clear from St Christoph, and Corvain's coming away a length and a half. St Christoph second, 2 away third is Born Brave, a gap, Prince Varieties, Ted's Jester, Vain Tycoon, last of all, Raffin Times. Corvain. Number 3, Corvain. Goes up, jockey about to get into the saddle now. Fabian Alessi. Nautilism out in 10. And the lights blink. Set to go at the top of the straight, race number 6 today. Lock Torridon trying to drop its head in gate 7. Settles just at about a half length, Lock Torridon. The others have come out in a good line. Troubadour, one of the best to begin out in the middle with Yawahid, and further out in the track, Synology. One that stood there and missed it badly was Just Ace in the early point. And coming down, Synology leads Yawahid. On the inside, Doolan Gem, followed by Lock Torridon from Nautilism, Troubadour. Further back, Prolific, followed by Wajib Star. Then Il Don, Denazivra, and about 6 to 8 lengths. Last of all is Just Ace, out of the 1600. And the leader, Synology, cutting to the fence, a length and a half, Yawahid. Doolan Gem went up third, a length and a half, Lock Torridon fourth. 5th, Troubadour, outside at Nautilism, 2 lengths further back in the race. Prolific on the outside of Wajib Star, about 3 to Il Don. Outside of Denazivra, and about 6 to 8, last of all, Just Ace. Around the turn, at the 1300 metre mark, they race, and Synology on top. Led by a length and a half to 2 lengths in front now from Yawahid. On the inside, Doolan Gem third, a length and a half, Lock Torridon. 2 then to Troubadour 5th, Nautilism 6th outside, 2 to Wajib Star and Prolific. 3 further back, Denazivra outside Il Don. And last of all is Just Ace, about 5 lengths off. At the 1000 metre mark, they're strung out. Synology 1.5, Yawahid and Doolan Gem third, a length, Lock Torridon 4th, 5th the inside, Troubadour. 1 to Nautilism, a length, Wajib Star and Prolific, and 2 to Denazivra and Il Don. And Just Ace is tacked on off the back at the 800 metre mark, and Synology a length and a half, Yawahid hard ridden. Lock Torridon and Nautilism peel out very wide. They make their runs out in the centre of the track, and Nautilism and Lock Torridon quickly swish to the front now. 2 lengths in front of Synology gone from Yawahid, and further back then running on fairly Prolific. Out wide here, Nautilism a length and a half in front. Fighting back is Lock Torridon at the 350, 3 lengths further back Prolific. Then a gap to Yawahid, Troubadour, Denazivra, and well back was Doolan Gem. Nautilism and Lock Torridon coming back again after Nautilism headed it, but Lock Torridon the grey fights back, heads off Nautilism with Prolific running on well in the straight. Lock Torridon, Nautilism, and Prolific getting home hard out in the middle might be the one. Prolific's ranging up to Lock Torridon, Nautilism, and Prolific takes the lead and comes away. Prolific by a length and a half to Lock Torridon. 2 away third is Nautilism, a long gap Yawahid, Denazivra, Troubadour, Doolan Gem, Il Don, Wajib Star. Just Ace missed the start and beat one home, and that was Synology. Number 8. Number 8, Prolific. Winding up on the outside. Goes in. Up goes Brorama Star. 7 runners stand up for race 7. Signal, they're off and running. El Caballo and Walk on Ice bounce quickly from Yellow Limit and further out Saboom. An early break in the that portion of the race from Brassy Jim, Bro Dance, and last of all Brorama Star. First turn and El Caballo down on the inside, led from Saboom and Walk on Ice in the middle. 2 for the back, Yellow Limit fourth. About 3 for the back, Brassy Jim, 1 Bro Dance and 2 to Brorama Star. Top weight on top, and they head down the back, and the leader El Caballo a length and a half in front now. 2 to Walk on Ice. 3/4 third the outside Saboom. 2 for the back, Yellow Limit. Fourth inside Brassy Jim, and then a length and a half to Bro Dance, and Brorama Star moving up on the outside. Off the back of the 850, and the leader is El Caballo, 1.5 Walk on Ice. Ahead the outside third. In the race is Saboom. A length into Brassy Jim. They weren't going hard. He pulled his way up fourth on the outside of Yellow Limit. Then Brorama Star on the outside here of Bro Dance. Going to the 600 metre mark. El Caballo about 1/2 to 3/4 to Walk on Ice and Saboom. Further out Brassy Jim, and right off the track there is Brorama Star. It's fifth, a length into Yellow Limit and 2 to Bro Dance. Walk on Ice puts the pressure onto El Caballo, who's hard at it, and Walk on Ice sailed straight past him. Hit the front out deep here, Walk on Ice from El Caballo. Saboom and further back Brassy Jim. Then Yellow Limit from Brorama Star, but Walk on Ice straightened up 2.5 in front of Brassy Jim. Saboom and El Caballo struggling. Then Bro Dance, Walk on Ice in front, halfway up the running. A length Saboom, Brassy Jim and Bro Dance down the outside. Walk on Ice just in front, Saboom and Bro Dance. Bro Dance out wide, Bro Dance I'd say, from Saboom and Brassy Jim, Walk on Ice. A gap Brorama Star and further back Yellow Limit. And the favourite El Caballo last of the 7. Out wide here, Bro Dance with Saboom getting through near the inside. And the judge goes for the photo to race number 7. Now My Lavinia to complete the line. Up she goes, and they're set to run. Set to run in the final event. My Lavinia on the outside. Shades of Stub on the inside. And away they go in the final event. Got away in a pretty good line. One of the first out down near the inside, Mystic Melody from Shades of Stubborn. Further out in the track, Surprise Pick, followed by Hindu Dancer settling down. And down on that first turn, dropping out to last on the first corner would have been My Santana. It's Mystic Melody from Surprise Pick and My Lavinia going up around Hindu Dancer from Shades of Stubborn. Further back in the race was My Jasper, Marzi Star tracking deep, a length and a half, Aerobics, Hennessy Road, Pukahina. My Santana back on the inside. Down the back of the 1,000 metre mark. Not going hard here. We're up on the inside, Mystic Melody with Hindu Dancer just with its head in front over Mystic Melody. Surprise Pick has gone up third, a length further back than My Jasper, followed by My Lavinia deep. Then Marzi Star, Shades of Stub on the inside from Hennessy Road, Aerobics. Further back was My Santana and Pukahina. Coming along the side of the 650 metre mark, Hindu Dancer from Surprise Pick. My Lavinia third the outside, back to the fence, Mystic Melody. Marzi Star pushing up in the centre, running on. Then My Jasper, Hennessy Road, and further back then Pukahina from Aerobic, Shades of Stubborn, and back on the inside, My Santana. Many chances, 350 to go. My Lavinia out deep with Marzi Star. They raced a Surprise Pick. Then Hennessy Road around Pukahina, back near the inside, Hindu Dancer. And then came My Jasper, but Marzi Star out deep. Hindu Dancer back to the inside, Hindu Dancer. And in the middle now, picking them up pretty quickly, is Hennessy Road, followed out wider by Pukahina. Pukahina back on the inside now, reached the front. Pukahina took the lead from Hindu Dancer, and then came Marzi Star, but Pukahina breaks through, wins well by the Marzi Star or Hindu Dancer from Hennessy Road, and behind those My Lavinia. Then further back in the race came at the head of the others, Surprise Pick, followed by My Santana, Aerobics. Well back in the race, My Jasper with Shades of Stubborn, and last of all is Mystic Melody.
Alongside Gamir.